What are the geopolitical impacts of resource competition? Imagine a world where countries are like players in a game, each trying to secure the most valuable pieces of land, water, or minerals. When these resources are limited, tensions can rise quickly. Resource competition happens when nations or groups try to control important natural materials like water, minerals, land, and energy sources. This struggle can change how countries interact, sometimes leading to conflicts or alliances. Understanding these effects helps us see how geography shapes world events and relationships. When resources like water or minerals are scarce, countries might argue or even fight over them. For example, rivers that cross borders can cause disputes if one country uses too much water, leaving less for others. This is common in areas where water is needed for farming, drinking, and industry. Valuable minerals used in technology and energy can also be a source of tension, especially if they are found mainly in a few countries. Countries may try to control these resources to boost their own power. Resource competition also influences global politics and alliances. Countries may form partnerships or trade agreements to secure access to resources. For instance, some nations invest in mining or farming in other countries to make sure they get enough supplies. These relationships can shift power dynamics, making some countries more influential than others. Sometimes, countries support each other to gain access to resources, which can lead to stronger alliances or rivalries. Access to resources like oil, natural gas, and rare minerals is vital for economic growth and national security. Countries that control these resources can grow their economies and strengthen their military. This can cause rivalries, especially when multiple nations want the same resources. For example, the competition for oil has led to conflicts and political tensions in different parts of the world. Climate change adds another layer to resource competition. Changes in weather patterns can reduce water supplies and make land less fertile. Melting Arctic ice is opening new areas for resource extraction and shipping routes, sparking interest from many countries. This has created new tensions among nations bordering the Arctic and those interested in its resources. Resource competition can also lead to migration and social tensions. When people lose access to water, food, or land, they may move to other areas. This can put pressure on resources in new locations and sometimes cause conflicts within or between countries. For example, droughts and water shortages can force communities to leave their homes, leading to social unrest. To help students understand this topic better, teachers can use maps to show where key resources are located and how countries share or compete for them. Role-playing games can simulate negotiations between countries over resources. Real-world case studies, like water disputes or the race for minerals in the Arctic, make the topic more relatable. Discussions about how technology and international cooperation can help manage resources peacefully also encourage critical thinking. Understanding how resource competition affects geopolitics shows us how natural resources influence global relationships. It helps us see why countries act the way they do and why managing resources wisely is important for peace and stability in the future.